It's UPBOptionMillionaires.com. After the closing bell on this June 6, 2016, S&P 500 futures were up 0.5% today. The NASDAQ was up about 0.4%, and small caps continued to outperform. But look at this. More importantly, we came down to test this 2100 level after breaking above it out of the opening bell. Came back to test it midday after Yellen's comments came out. And we held the 2100 level. Not only that, we had a strong rally, pull back a little bit into the closing bell, but this is something constructive because if you look back, the last 5 trading sessions, go back to last week, each time we got up to that 2100 level, and then namely the jobs report last week, the market collapsed, could not hold that level. Well, in stark contrast, to start this week, we came down to that 2100 level, we tested it, and we bounced. This is very good for the market here in the short to medium term. If you look longer term, we have not seen these prices since last summer, just prior to the crash that we saw in August. You can see this 2100 level, again, a cap on this market the last 10 months. Not anymore. Look at the breakout we had just today. And we don't want to get all giddy here, but if you look again, this break, now the 2100 level is acting as support. That's something we want to see here. If we want to get bullish for this market, could we break to new all-time record highs? It's a distinct possibility. Let's look at some of the ETFs here. Again, IWM. Broke the long-term trend line from all-time highs of last year, breaking out. Look at this breakout. Next stop, about 120 for IWM. The NASDAQ, that looming head and shoulders pattern, not anymore. You can see it's broken that trend line. Again, all-time record highs, pulled back. We are breaking out IWM. S&P 500 ETF, the spiders. Look at the channel it's been consolidating in over the last couple years, and you can see it's really starting to break out here over the 210 level, nearing new all-time record highs for this ETF, the SPY. XLE, energy, I was talking about it this morning, this wonderful pattern here, this bull flag, breaking out. We're up over 2% here for XLE. And now we can look at the financials. XLF up 0.6%. This is something to watch here. We start to break out of this pattern to the upside. This is going to help lift the market higher. So you can look at a stock like Goldman Sachs, which at this time last year was in the midst of a massive rally. Goldman, spectacular. Same kind of rally coming. It's a distinct possibility. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan Chase up 1% today. Something else to watch here. JP Morgan Chase starting to break out. Remember, this time last year broke the record high, $70. And finally, we have Netflix, which looks here contained with this trend line from record highs. If we break above this, which I think is a distinct possibility if this market continues to rally, now that we're over 2100 level for the S&P 500, we break out this 102 resistance level here on this trend line. We could see a move back up to 110 and possibly up to 120 for Netflix in the short to medium term. UPBOptionMillionaires.com. That 2100 level is breached. Let's not get too excited just yet, but if we continue to hold it, it acts as support. It's going to be a really strong foundation for new all-time record highs in this market. I'll see you in the chat room tomorrow. Everyone have a good evening. Goodbye.